Hello, crusty crew. Okay, absolutely not. Anyway, so my friends, today what I wanted to do was I wanted to make a special recipe. My friend Hannah, she's another vegan queen. She's the one that actually got me into veganism. Her birthday just passed. Her birthday is on August 23rd. And what I'm going to do is make these really yummy and healthy peanut butter cookies. Now what I'm doing is I'm like basing my recipe mostly off of a recipe by Rachael's Good Eats, which if you don't follow her, you should. I've been following her for years. Since she was a dietetic intern, which is before I've been, like, it's probably been like 3 or 4 years I've been following her. It's been a while. And she's super awesome. She's like who I aspire to be, basically. She's not vegan, and the recipe isn't technically vegan, but you can totally veganize it. So yeah, I'm gonna take you through me making the recipe, obvi. I'm gonna veganize it. I'm gonna show you everything I do, but I'm going to link the original recipe down below. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to preheat my oven to 325. Go back. Perfect. Okay. And make sure that your oven is empty, because that's something I've forgotten to do many times. So make sure your oven's empty. If you keep your pots and pans in there like my family does, and then preheat your oven to 325 and do that first. Okay, so I have in my wet ingredients bowl 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of honey plus 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar. Now, I only have real maple syrup, so I'm going to use a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Oh, she's sweet. And I'm going to add the 2 extra tablespoons now. Okay, so I have my 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, my 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, all in this bowl. And I'm going to add my flax egg, which has thickened. And I'm going to stir this until combined. Okay, so next I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup of all natural peanut butter. I have this Teddy brand, super chunky peanut butter. We preheated. Now this is a liquid measure, so I guess it's okay to put the peanut butter in here. Maybe I should know that. I don't really know. And this is all natural peanut butter, so just peanuts and salt. Gotta love it. Okay, I'm down here. You can't see me. I'm kneeling on the ground. Okay, hi. So here's my peanut butter. I have just about 3/4 of a cup. I might melt this a little bit to make it a little easier to, yeah, okay. I'm gonna do that real quick. Let me check her. Okay, didn't work. A little longer. Okay, so I put this in there for about 30 minutes, yeah. 30 seconds, 35 seconds, and I'm gonna combine it with my wet ingredients. Oh, she gonna plop, she gonna plop. Oh, look at that. You're beautiful. Alright, so it says to whisk this together. I don't really have a whisk, so I'm going to do my best with this fork, and I'll come back to you when I'm ready. Okay, so I actually got this mixed up really easily. So these are all my wet ingredients, and now I'm going to start on my dry. Okay, so now I'm going to take 3/4 of a cup of almond flour. Now again, this is a liquid measure, so I don't know if this is great to do, but we're winging it, folks, okay? We're just doing the best that we can. Okay, so I'm placing this into a bowl. Come on. Oh, girl. I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, this really technically isn't a really good teaspoon measure. I can't find our good one. And this also isn't sea salt. So I'm going to use a little bit less, because table salt, like the crystals themselves, they're like smaller. So technically you're using like more salt rather than sea salt, because their crystals are bigger, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to use a little bit less than a 1/4 teaspoon. So the recipe calls for 2 dashes of nutmeg. I'm not going to lie. We have nutmeg. I checked it. I think it expired in 2004. No. No, you heard me. I think it expired in 2004. As in 15 years ago. As in if you're 14, you weren't born yet. So, we might skip that. But anyway, we're gonna use now, so I did a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, we're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, same thing. The cinnamon, so this one expired in 2015. So it's not as bad. We probably have more. You know how like you don't know if you have certain spices or not, so you always at like the holidays when you actually bake something, you buy a new one, but it turns out you already had one, you just didn't look hard enough. That probably is also the case. It smells okay though. So, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. And then we're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, which we do have. And I don't think it's expired. It actually isn't, I checked. So yeah, we're gonna put that in and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have all my dry and all my wet ingredients. I'm going to fold in my dry ingredients. All right, so everything looks together, mixed together really well. So she calls for a parchment papered pan. I don't have parchment paper, so I'm probably just gonna put some coconut oil on this so that it doesn't stick. And then yeah, so I'm gonna put, it says it makes about a dozen, so I'm gonna put about a dozen cookies on here on my grease baking sheet, and then I will be back with you when I am ready. Trying the batter, it's incredible. So yummy. Okay, so I have all my cookies down here. So what I'm doing is I got some warm water here, and I'm putting the fork in some warm water, tap off the excess, and then I'm just pressing it down. You know how peanut butter cookies have that like little look to it. So yeah, I'm just doing that on each one. And like I said, I greased this with some coconut oil. I greased the pan with some coconut oil. And yeah, so I'm gonna press into all of these, and then I'm gonna put them in the oven.
He goes into her bedroom and he shoots her right above her left eye.
All right, so my cookies are all ready, and I'm gonna put them in the oven, and she says to put them in for about 14 minutes. So I'm gonna do that. All right, and they go. And we'll see you soon, cookies. Okay guys, they're ready. Look at them. Oh, don't those look good. All right, I'm gonna take these out. Okay guys, we're gonna let these cool. You could like totally put chocolate chips in these. You could melt chocolate, put it on top. You can do like an extra sprinkle of sea salt or some like coarse sugar on top. Whatever you want to do. You probably could actually do this recipe, do like the little Hershey Kiss cookies in there. Not that Hershey Kisses are vegan, but whatever. You probably could do that. Yeah, so this is the finished product. We'll do a taste test when they're ready. But yeah, this recipe was actually really easy. And the batter was absolutely delicious. So I'm sure the cookies themselves are going to be incredible. All right, guys. So these turned out so delicious. Highly recommend trying them if you're a peanut butter kind of person. Really good. Healthy. Delicious. They're soft and warm right now. Can't beat it. Highly recommend you try this recipe. That was in English. I highly recommend you try this recipe. Thank you so much for watching, Krusty Crew, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.